2010 Ferrari, California. We're gonna go ahead and do a walk around the car. We're gonna give you my view. We're gonna give you some of the owner's remarks. And we're gonna have Chris try to sit in the back seat as well. See if he can fit. Because this car is a 4-seater. So we'll see if that can actually, if that's manageable, or see how it actually looks trying to fit a 5'4" person in the back seat. So to start off, like I mentioned, it's a naturally aspirated V8. It is a front mounted engine, but it doesn't sit directly in front. It sits a little farther back. There we go. Alright, so like I mentioned, is this the naturally aspirated V8? As you can see, it sits a little farther back instead of sitting right on top of the wheels. Alright, we got that nice Ferrari red painted. Like I mentioned, it's naturally aspirated, making 453 horsepower. It comes with a 7-speed dual clutch transmission with a 0 to 60 time of 3.4 seconds. There we go. So the owner did go with the option with the 20-inch diamond finished wheels. It also has the carbon ceramic option on the brakes. That makes the braking power on this vehicle a lot better and a lot safer. It also cools down the brakes a lot faster. As we walk around, we look at the interior. It also has the Daytona seats. So if you come around, the seats in here are amazing. The steering wheel itself, it actually has the shift indicator on the steering wheel. It's also a carbon fiber wheel. One of the most distinct features of this vehicle is the brake lights. So looking at this car, the first thing that's going to come to your mind is that this is the brake light. In America, you cannot have a tail light on a moving piece on the vehicle. So the tail lights are actually down here. So every time you step on the brake, you're actually going to see this light turn on. Another really neat part of this vehicle is a 4-tip exhaust system. It makes it have a beautiful exhaust note. Although talking to the owner, he did mention that he does want to change the exhaust because he said he wants it a little louder. So sitting in the Ferrari.
Yeah, son.
How does it feel, Chris?
Bro, it's something different than what I'm used to.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do the seats feel?
I mean, to me, I don't mind them at all.
No?
Nah, I'm kind of, they're firm.
Yeah.
To drive the car, you probably adjust the seats. So you want your wrist right on top.
Right on top. So I'd have to bring the seat forward.
Yeah.
So what about the visibility?
I mean, since I'm so short and the owner is about a couple, like 10 inches taller than me, I can't see anything. So if I were to probably adjust the seat further up, I'd be able to see better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Can I adjust the seat if you don't mind?
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, this is way better.
Oh, yeah.
So it actually retracts in 14 seconds. So that's a pretty fast retraction speed. Real quick. And the windows actually do go up by themselves after the top has gone down.
Keep pressing.
So now Chris is gonna try to sit in the back seat. It does go up by itself whenever Chris pulls on the thing to go to the back. So here we go. Sitting on the back seat of the California.
Oh man.
But you got to keep in mind, Chris, the driver's seat is
Yeah.
to where you can drive it.
To where I can drive. Imagine him.
How's the leg room?
I got leg room. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I'd still have leg room if you were to come in the driver's seat too.
Really?
Yeah.
And you don't want to like lean back because there's explosive.
It has an explosive roll bar right where your head is.
Roll bar, yeah. See that thing
like
right
this
behind you?
this thing right here.
Don't put your head near
Yeah, because if the vehicle were to roll over,
Yeah.
that thing automatically deploys straight up, and if you have your head on it, it'll give you like a
Decapitate you.
yeah.
Or give you a bad headache.
Yeah.
Let's just say bad headache.
So another special option is that he actually has the yellow tachometer, which is not standard on the Ferrari California. You can see right there, the top speed on the actual odometer or speedometer itself marks 220 miles an hour, which most people call this Ferrari an entry-level Ferrari, but it is in no way an entry-level vehicle. Is that correct, Chris?
Positive.
It still comes with the original sound system. Then you have the AC options down here. And you have your transmission options.
And PS, a lot of people don't know what that stands for. That's performance start.
There you got it. Performance start right there.
So it's launch control.
Any thoughts on the vehicle, Chris?
All I gotta say is I need one. Goal in life is to get out of the military, start my long-term career by 25, and retire by 33.
With the Ferrari.
With a Ferrari, yes.
So you want to go over some of the key parts that I missed?
Yeah. So
That makes this car like different from the stock one.
So basically, the options I got for this car are the yellow brake calipers, the badge, the yellow tachometer. These are Daytona seats, so they're a different seat style. They hug you. Black piping on the seats. These are power seats, which mean they're heated, and they have compression on the sides. If you want to activate that, and they have memory seats, so none of that's standard. And then the carbon fiber LED shifter steering wheel, which is really nice because it's a sport feature which basically helps you shift. A lot of people don't know that all Ferraris are manual transmission, but you can also get the F1 automated shifter to the manual transmission for Ferraris, and that's obviously what this car has, is the automated shifter option. Also, I could mention that this color.
Rude.
So I also mentioned that there's only 3 Ferraris in Austin, Ferrari, California, that have this color. So it's a different type of red than your normal Ferrari red. It's called let's see. It's called
Scuderia.
Scuderia Rosa. So there's only 3 in Austin that have this particular color. I don't know if I mentioned there's a 2-tone, so there's black on top, and then this is the CUDA, which is the tan, so there's a dual tone.
Okay.
These are all options, so you have to specify. These are actually aftermarket floor mats because the floor mats it came with were all CUDA, and these are officially licensed, so as you can imagine, you don't go to Walmart and buy these. Anything that has the Ferrari wording on it, like, believe me, I've tried. I've gone online and tried to order floor mats, and you can custom put the name, and you cannot use those letters, Ferrari. It says, we're sorry, you can't order these floor mats with that name.
That's crazy.
This is the only Ferrari, the first Ferrari that actually has a rear-facing seats that fold down. So you can put a ski bag through. Never used.
So this is
All
never
plastic.
used, all original?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Got the little Ferrari bag right here.
This is I think this fills up the tires when they're flat.
Yeah, it's like a
Some
little
fuses.
compressor.
That's pretty cool.
Push it down a little bit.
Awesome. I did not know that one. Alright guys, now the owner's actually going to take us out for a ride. The last time I was in this vehicle, I put on a video on my last YouTube video, but I didn't record when I was actually taking the ride. So today we're going to have Chris on the actual camera, and I'm going to be recording on my phone itself. So we're going to go ahead and get the experience for both of us, alright?